Like, if a lot of people try to make me feel like I'm not educated or if I don't have no manners, and I have to sit down and tell myself, like, wait a minute. You used to be a dancer.
Yeah.
And you used to be the top dancer. If you wasn't attractive, nobody will give you a dollar.
Exactly.
So I embedded that in my head. And then it's like, ain't no way nobody could ever make me feel like I'm uneducated. Because, okay, I'm ghetto, but I did finish school and I went to college.
Yeah. What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and today I'm going to introduce a new video series called The Rise Of. This video series is going to be the sister to the other video series of What Happened To. What Happened To focuses more on the older artists, the artists who've had their prime and sort of gotten away from the spotlight. But this video series, The Rise Of, is going to focus on up-and-coming artists and artists that are brand new in the music industry. And I wanted to create this series because I wanted my channel to be more diverse, as the channel title is itself. I want to focus on newer generation, older generation, and just show love to every single hip-hop artist. Plus, if you're like me, I like when I hear new artists, when I hear a new song from them and I don't know the person, I like to check out interviews and I like to know about the artist more, and this is what this series will do. So maybe this will influence you to like their music more or just like them as a person, because a lot of these up and coming new artists have interesting stories. They've been through a lot, and I want to highlight that as well as the success that they've had in their music career. As you can tell by the video title, the first episode is going to be about Bronx's very own Cardi B and the rise of her career.
They'd rather see me on the pole twerking it for dubs. I guess I really gotta show them what the fuck is up. I'm on some other shit, that Cardi B gutter shit. Every time I catch a hating bitch, she on her stutter shit. Can't finish her words, but on Instagram thugging shit. You set yourself up, don't make it seem like I be bugging, bitch.
Now, Cardi B's story is very interesting. She's done various things throughout her life. And when I tell you all these things, you're going to see that you're going to have to reinvent yourself and do a lot of things that you possibly don't want to do to get to where you want to be. And when you hear her story, it's almost impossible not to root for her. Like I said, she's been through a lot, and that's why I feel like she's gotten the success she's gotten. A lot of people have heard her story. She's very real about the person she is, so a lot of people are on her side right now. Now, Cardi B has had a lot of ups and downs in her life. She says that her mom was very, very strict on her and made sure that she graduated from high school and eventually went to college. But things did not pan out the way she wanted. When she finally moved out of her mom's house, she stayed with her boyfriend, which ended up being a very abusive relationship. And then she wanted out of that. And the only way she could get out of that was to become a stripper.
How did you get out?
Stripping, getting my own money and leaving. How was I gonna leave if I only made $200 every week? Ain't no way.
So basically stripping saved your life.
Yeah, you know what? It really did, though. That's why I would never play the game.
Because she was in an abusive relationship, had no money, she ended up getting fired from her job. One person saw her and recommended that she should strip because there is a lot of good money into that. And that lady saw that she was struggling, so she recommended it. So at the tender age of 19, she decided to become a stripper, ended up making money so she could afford to go to college, ended up getting her own apartment so she could leave the abusive relationship. But of course, when her mom found out, they weren't on good terms. They ended up getting in a fight, and her mom actually pushed her down some stairs. So it was very hectic, but Cardi B decided to push on regardless, ended up going to college, but eventually ended up dropping out because she started to get social media fame from Vine and on Instagram. Right now, when you look at her interviews, you can tell that she has a lot of personality. She's very bubbly, and she just speaks her mind, and that attracted a lot of people on social media. So she ended up taking off on Vine and on Instagram, and she had originally planned to retire from stripping at the age of 25, but she ended up retiring at the age of 23 because she saw she was getting social media fame. A lot of people were liking her personality, and from that, VH1 contacted her to be on the show Love and Hip Hop New York. In 2015, she joined the show in its 6th season, And then she ended up being the biggest star on the show. A lot of people gravitated towards her because of her story, and she had a turbulent relationship with her incarcerated fiance at that time. Cardi B always said though that she wanted to do music, she wanted to become an artist. So while she was on that show, she was working on her own music. DJ Self was helping her occasionally, but DJ Self did not believe in her enough because she made it without him right now. As you can tell, DJ Self decided to push Mariah Lynn over Cardi B.
Told Self out the gate.
You see, homeboy don't want to put me on. He don't want to put me on. He don't want to. He don't want a girl to level up.
So Self was a hater?
I guess so. I guess so, because he never let me know.
But that didn't stop Cardi B. So while she was on the show, she debuted her first music video called Cheap Ass Weave. And as of the date of making my video, the video has nearly 6 million views. So that's definitely a good look for your first music video. That was released in late December 2015. Then a few months passed, and on March 7th, 2016, Cardi B debuted her first official mixtape called Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1. When the mixtape dropped, it did not do super well, and it didn't catapult her music career, but it sparked a few songs to get people's interest. The track Like Forever, on that track she talks about all her haters and what they say behind her back and not in front of her face.
If a bitch be for me, we gon' be forever. Rain down on that bitch twice. Rain down on that bitch twice. You know me, I be with whatever. If a bitch be for me, we gon' be forever.
As of today, the video has an insane 32 million views. So of course, people were paying attention at that time, but not many people believed in her still, because when you're a reality TV star, a lot of people don't make it in music, or they're usually washed up artists previously that go on reality TV. That's the misconception. And sometimes it is true. There are some reality TV stars that try to get into music and completely fail, but that wasn't the case with Cardi B as we see today. Surprisingly though, the mixtape did end up charting on the charts and ended up at number 30 on the US R&B and hip hop charts, at number 20 on the US rap charts, and at number 27 on the US independent charts. So that's very good for an artist releasing their debut mixtape, and it's just a mixtape, it's not even an album. So those are good numbers for your first project. She ended up touring and shooting more music videos for that mixtape. And September 12th, 2016, she released a compilation album with the label she was at that time, KSR, but I'm not really counting that because it was a compilation. It wasn't really a solo project, but I decided to mention it here because I know people in the comments are going to be like, she released this, why didn't you mention it? So there you go, I mentioned it. Now she followed up her first debut mixtape, which was released on March 7, 2016. A few months later, on January 20th, 2017, she released the follow-up, Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 2. Now this mixtape definitely got a lot more ears. A lot of people were listening to her music. So because of that, she decided in 2017 to leave Love and Hip Hop New York and decide to pursue her music career. And a lot of people were saying that's a dumb move. She had a great career in reality TV. A lot of people liked her personality. So why would you quit that to focus on music? You know, something that you can possibly fail at, but she decided to go at it. Some of the songs off the tape that did really well were Lick. Originally didn't feature Offset, but now it does, and that video has well over 30 million views. Another song that did well was Pull Up. She shot a music video to that as well, and that right now currently is almost at 10 million views.
For me, I heard you talking crazy, I know you hella fake, you better pull up on me. I hope you feel the same when you see my face, you better pull up on me. Ain't no backing down, prepare to shake, you better pull up on me. Now you wanna be my friend, no you ain't safe, you better pull up on me.
With the success of that mixtape, a month later, in February 2017, she signed a deal with Atlantic Records, and that was an official stamp on her music career. Now a lot of people that were talking shit are proved wrong. She got her record deal, but now she has to deliver her album. And a few months passed, and this is when she released her monster single, Bodak Yellow. This was the first single off her new album, which still hasn't been released. It was released on June 16th, 2017, and a week later she decided to drop the music video as well.
Oh, bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both, I don't wanna choose. And I'm quick, cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look.
The song ended up making it her first crossover hit. And what I mean by crossover hit is white stream America started knowing who Cardi B is. She ended up becoming a household name strictly off the song. The song samples Kodak Black's No Flockin'.
Young nigga, I got old cash, spazzing on they ass. I got Prada on my whole ass. Got my lab one mad, pop a nigga like a damn tag. Shopping on they ass.
And in a matter of 4 months, the song peaked at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 on October 7th, 2017. And that's not the only thing it did. It broke various records. First, it's, as of now, 3 times platinum. And because the song became #1, it broke a record for Cardi B. She ended up becoming the second hip-hop female artist to have a #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 as a solo song without a feature. The only person that did this as a hip-hop female artist was Lauryn Hill's Doo Wop in 1998. So that's a crazy record to break, considering this is her first debut single off her first album. For already breaking a record that hasn't been broken since 1998 by a female hip-hop artist. On top of all of that, she won Single of the Year at the 2017 BET Hip Hop Awards, and now she's nominated for 2 Grammy Awards because of the song, for the categories Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Songs. And we don't know if she's going to win that. I'm making this video right now, so I can't tell. That's going to be in the future, but I hope she wins it. And the crazy thing is, that's not the only thing that this song has done for her. After the success of Bodak Yellow, she ended up getting featured on G-Eazy's No Limit and Migos' Motorsport, and she's getting featured on future songs from major pop acts. Now a lot of people want to work with her because she's popular. And because of that, she just recently, and I mean very recently, broke a record that only the Beatles and Ashanti have ever done. She became the first rapper, yes, first rapper. No rapper has done this. Not Eminem, not Jay-Z, not Nas, not 50, anybody you can name, not Tupac, not Biggie. No rapper has done this. And what she did was she had her first 3 Billboard Hot 100 singles in the top 10 at once. Like I said, only the Beatles and Ashanti have done this. And how she did that was G-Eazy's No Limit, which features her, is currently at #4 on the charts on the Billboard Hot 100. Migos' Motorsport, which also features her, is #7 on the Billboard Hot 100. And her biggest hit so far, Bodak Yellow, re-entered the top 10 at #10. And she released her recent single with 21 Savage called Bartier Cardi. It ended up debuting at #14 on the Billboard Hot 100. So if she manages to keep Bodak Yellow in the top 10 and gets Bartier Cardi in the top 10, she'll have 4 songs in which she's participated in. So that will be crazy. If she ever manages to do that, she will be the only artist ever to do that, which will engrave her in music forever, even if she ends up flopping 2 years from now and never having a hit again. Regardless, if she manages to pull this off, it will be crazy. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the rise of Cardi B. I hope you guys learned something from her and the fact that she can reinvent herself, and regardless of the hate that she got from people, she kept pursuing her career, and clearly she's winning now and rubbing it in all the haters' faces. DJ Self probably is salty because he didn't invest in her like she wanted him to, but now he takes the L because now she's winning. She had a hell of a year in 2017, and I predict in 2018 she will as well. So I hope this motivated you guys as well. I know it does me because I love seeing people win like that and reinventing themselves and proving people wrong. And she got engaged to Offset, which is cool of her to find love in the midst of all this stuff that's going on in her life. That's definitely a good look. So with that being said, leave a comment below on an artist that you guys want me to do. Like I said, this series is going to be focused on newer artists, up and coming artists, artists that are going to reach their prime. So leave a comment below on an artist you guys want me to do. Like, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip hop news, what happened to videos, who changed the music industry, and much more. So definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.